EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go, set. Ready?
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things. And they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do it, we'll be just fine.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop their defense does exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 57, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got his line back out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
43!
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, Trey Tucker. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Come on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Wait.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mahomes to throw. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Mahomes. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against ourselves, you're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point by Carson, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Yellow.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ready.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Let's go. Blue strike.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Yellow. Yellow. Come back.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the...
There he goes, left side.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 50 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Black Ultra.
Now a play fake here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
On the ready.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On play action, they'll throw.
Open man downfield is Ridley.
And some room to roam now.
Still going. And
and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
Action for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Ready.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Hunter Henry brings it in. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Edo blue. Hut.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Short pass to Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Trent McDuffie getting the chance to blitz and finishing it off with his sack.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw.
Open, and it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 70 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
41. Raiders 23.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Red.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
White. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now a give to Jacobs running right. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Running out of the gun with White. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Ready.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Set.
Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Six. Mega. Steel. Black.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
That's good.
Here we go. Here we go.
Vegas.
Drill. 52. Black
First
Ultra.
and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Black shot. Set.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Faster. Faster.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And the first down, Chiefs.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line.
First down, Kansas City.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, finish serving. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. That's caught at the 1. Touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
That's good for a Las Vegas.
Green Jack.
First and 10 at the 33.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And a Raider first down.
Smash, red.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Okay, ready?
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Chiefs.
Back to throw again. That's caught by Tucker. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 score.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Ready. Red, cycle.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a gain of 8.
Let's go now.
The offense on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Ready.
He'll look to throw.
Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He finds Mayer here.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
1st and 10. That's a 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Yellow.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a second.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Pacheco once again. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is taken at the 15. Runs through the contact. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they start.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
15.
Charles, a lot of